The US is no longer safe. Some people need to see fire before they're alarmed, while others just need to see smoke. I've always wanted to move out of the US. That journey is now happening much sooner than expected, thanks to fascism. I feel like at some point you gotta ask yourself, what has to happen for me to start searching for safety? I don't know about you, but I need to escape. So I shove my entire life into 2 luggages and hope for the best. It's surprisingly not difficult to move out of the US. Since I'll be moving around various countries, I don't need to really worry about visas beyond the regular tourist visas. Thankfully, Mexico offers 180 days without needing a visa for those from the US. I immediately fall in love with my new home and am justified in my move. A walkable city full of parks, affordable groceries and rent, and actual community of people. This is my home for the next couple of months. Mercado culture is huge in Mexico. There's daily, weekly, and monthly mercados that cater to broad and niche interests. This one is El Chopo. It happens every Saturday, and it's a mercado for alternative cultures like goth, emo, and hardcore. It's actually really surprising how big the alternative culture is in Mexico City. Especially coming here from Colorado, it's nice to feel like I can actually fit in. Mexico City is incredibly liberal. I've seen more queer people holding hands openly out here than in any city in the US. Yes, that includes West Hollywood and San Francisco. El Chopo is right next to one of the biggest libraries in the city. It's by far the most beautiful library I've ever seen. If you ever visit it, be sure to give yourself plenty of time. There's a lot of art, books, and architecture to check out. Oh, and this 18 and over section of books. The openness of eroticism and sex is one of my favorite things outside of the US. The US makes sex and the human body seem like such a shameful thing. It's funny because I used to think the US was liberal, especially with film and music, but that's definitely not true once you leave. There's a lot I have to unlearn about being brainwashed by US culture. I thought I was going to miss driving a lot more than I do. But the public transportation here is so good that you don't need a car to live here. It's actually probably easier not to have one. The public transportation feels much safer than the chaos of a Los Angeles bus. There's even a section on most buses here for women and children. Zona Rosa is the queer neighborhood in Mexico City. It's interesting because it's a big tourist spot with families roaming around and flashy queer clubs and sex shops. It's not my favorite area in the city because of how upscale it is. The businesses overcharge tourists and locals. And there's a bit of a pretentious feel in the neighborhood. It's loud and there's always a party in Zona Rosa, with many clubs closing at 4 a.m. I'm so excited to see my first drag show in Mexico at El Taller. Drag is very different here than it is in the States. This queen did literally about 12 numbers in the night. Drag is mostly impersonations out here and focus more on the song and embodying the singer rather than presenting an original drag personality.
'Cause I'm hot and pretty and I got nice. Hot and pretty and I got nice teeth. Hot and pretty and I got nice. If I die happy. Hot and pretty and I got nice. Hot and pretty and I got nice teeth. Hot and pretty and I got nice. If I die happy. All these dummies on my DMs. Oh my God, I see 'em. Do you think I'm reading? If I did, I'll...
There's so much to do and see in Mexico City that I can't fit it all into one episode. So subscribe to the Queer Around the World page to get notified when part 2 of Mexico City is released.
'Cause I'm hot and pretty and I got nice. Hot and